Brothers, sisters, and everyone else, please join hands together as we wait for this blender to not crash. Don't press the keyboard. You don't know what's gonna happen. Please just pray with me that this does not crash. Hey, Flower Kid here. Blender is a software, once said by Sensu. Everyone and their mother knows Blender, but the real question is, have you ever used Blender? Now, a lot of people that I know around my circle uses Blender. I've talked to many people and I've gained many friends over just talking about this simple software. And I think a lot of people just fail to realize that this simple software is free. It is an amazing tool to help you just grow and expand your art form. Now, I'm not gonna use cartoons as a reference, but you can go check out my last video talking about how indie cartoons are changing the world. But I feel like that Blender is such a crucial tool that it can help you expand some of your art areas that you're lacking. For instance, for me, I was really bad at shapes. I was not good at shaping, I wasn't good at 3D, and I only had the basic understanding. Once I used Blender, I feel like shapes were easy to just understand. And also lighting for me too. I could imagine different lighting levels by putting the light to the right, or I could put the cube to the left. And you just have to just realize that it can be more than just a 3D software. It could be a tool for you to learn how to just do anything. Now, the best part about Blender and the perks of it is that yes, it's free, but also the community comes along with it. You have so many relatable people out there that you can just start talking about Blender with for hours on end. I'm just in a Discord call non-stop, just talking to my friend about how, hey, I have this Blender project, it's really cool, but I don't know what I'm doing. And we can just go on and talk about how Blender's cool, games are cool that uses Blender, and then we want to make our own games. It's just bottomless pit of fun. Now, not all fun is fun. What I meant to say was not everything is gonna be fun. Blender is actually sometimes really hard to use. And sometimes you might just get that gamer rage and just completely go crazy over the fact that you can't figure out this one simple thing. And that's why in the beginning of this video, I was like, brothers and sisters, hold our hands and whatnot, because a lot of times the system just likes to fail and crash. And it could be totally just disheartening and make you just don't want to do it anymore. But just like I said, with like finding friends in that community, you can find anyone and the negative side can just wipe away easily because you're talking to your friend as you work it out. So you're not alone. You're just trying to figure out the problem with a friend. And maybe they don't help you and you're just talking to them, or maybe they do help you and you kind of work it out together. But it's the fact that you can make a bunch of friends in this community that is really nice. And it's heartwarming because I made a ton of connections and I've almost made just endless amount of friends just from talking about Blender. I'm actually in some really cool discords like the StarCraft PS1 graphic Discord and Low Poly. I'll link them down below so that if you want to get into Blender, you can come talk to me, or hey, you could just meet new people there just like I did and post your work. But I'm telling you, Blender is something that you really want to get into. It's a free software that could really help with a lot of stuff that you might want to do one day. And if you're wondering, what can I do with Blender? Well, you can do a lot of stuff like make art, make animations, make movies, shows, or even a video game. That is one of the biggest things I've seen people talk about when they ask, how did you make a video game? And I know there is different platforms or softwares out there that is just like Blender but is used differently. So if you know anything like that, comment down below and I might make a video on them as well to see if they are just as better or just as good as Blender. But it's the fact that you can just start making stuff with Blender and just make a small game out of it that really blows my mind, because for how many games that are on itch.io is a big size. Like, for instance, go all the way back to like 2020 or 2021, where Bloodborne PS1X came out and everyone was going crazy over it. It was made with Blender. You can actually go to their Tumblr and look at their process over making it. It's really amazing. She did an amazing job with all the assets, and I'm just mind blown that the fact that you right now, I'm pointing at you. You can't see me point at you, but you can go right now and make whatever game you imagine in your head. The creativity level is so big here that you have all the control. Now, I know these videos you've been listening to. My last video was talking about how you have control to make whatever cartoon, and now I'm telling you have any control to make a video game. But I really want to press the topic, the understanding that if you have a video game in your head, you should genuinely go for it. I think you should go for it, but also be responsible, because sometimes it can be reckless to just put all your time and effort into something that you don't know where it's gonna go. You want to build small and then try to end big, because what a lot of people will tend to do is they would just stand still and do nothing, paralyzed with the fact that they can do something, but they don't know if it's gonna work. But with this YouTube channel, I'm not gonna stand still. I'm gonna keep making videos, edit my scripts, and just keep working at it. So I want you guys to not stand still and just go ahead and try. If it doesn't work out, then at least you know that you've learned something, you've gained something, and you've done something. And I just want to be a motivation to people as well. I want to motivate you guys to understand that you can do what you want to do. If you wanted to make a walking simulator, make a walking simulator. If you wanted to make a climbing game, make a climbing game. It's all up to you. You have full creative control. And the best part is that when you get friends and they want to help you too, you can ask for them help. You could be like, hey, do you know how to do this? I know how to do this. Let's work together. Like, that's what I love about Blender. Your knowledge and your surrounding starts off small until you start meeting new people, or you learn a new trick and you start to talk to other people. You make YouTube videos about it. You go into Discord, you tell everyone, hey, I'm new to Blender. What do you guys like to talk about? And you just start to grow connections. And it's the fact that you can do all that stuff in one day, or maybe two, or maybe in a month. It's the fact that you have the control, the ability to just be you and talk to new friends about something you're passionate about, and they will reciprocate and understand you. I hope you guys can understand that you need to subscribe to my video. If you like this video, please subscribe, because it helps. It helps a lot. Thank you for the support on my last video. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm gonna have a tear to my eye. You guys are amazing. This new editing style takes me only 2 days to edit. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, you want me to, do, just comment down below and I'll just take that idea and roll with it. You guys have just as much as control over my channel as I do, in the sense of making telling me what video to make. You know what I mean? I love you guys. I love you all. And I want you to know that you got this. See you guys later. Love y'all.